This is my presentation about developing myself with the benefit of my education. When I first started to consider returning to school, I was 40 years old, I had 2 children, and very little expendable income. I was on the precipice of ending a 16-year marriage, and I think I might have been in a little bit of a midlife crisis. I began investigating options for colleges. I applied for financial aid. I searched online for bachelor's programs. I really was looking for what would be easy. I came across usual colleges, the University of Phoenix, Baker College. Nothing was cheap. Some were easier than others, I think, to buy a degree. I then began contacting colleges and speaking with advisors. From the first time I talked with my advisor at Cornerstone, Sharon, I was decided on which college I would be attending. At that time, I thought the online degree would be easy. I thought I might be a little bit bored with the whole program, and that maybe 2 hours, give or take, would be all my investment of time. The realities are obviously very different. Once my program commenced, I was taken aback by the amount of time school was going to require. As we have already established, and my cohort knows, I am very competitive. I'm also quite an overachiever, and I immersed myself in those classes. I spent hours writing essays. I did my required reading, and then I realized that I really did love being back in school. The feeling of accomplishment when an assignment grade was posted, the things I learned about my cohort in the discussion forums, and getting to know them through their posts, following along with the life changes that they experienced and shared in forums. I still didn't have the time or money, but I did stick it out, and now we are very, very close to earning that associate's degree. In my current company, women in leadership are something they value greatly. I love the company I work for. I'm with TD Bank. I've been there for a little over 6 years. I fully intend to finish my career there for the next 20, 25 years. As I progressed through this associate's program, I've begun to notice the changes in myself that actually reflect what I see in other great women leaders in my company. The responses I receive from others and my behavioral changes have really stuck with me in the things that I've learned. I find that I think more. That does sound very elementary, but thinking is highly underrated. I've begun moving into more leadership roles. I've expanded my responsibilities and improved in all my performance ratings. All of those things are wonderful, and what I most enjoyed as we went through this exercise is figuring out why those things have happened. And I think it's because of everything that we've learned in this course and in this program. In this course, we were asked to consider how our current role contributes to culture and human flourishing. In my business, dealing with car dealers and banks and customers and finance, it's kind of hard to figure out how my role actually contributes. But then I really thought about it, and there's that thinking thing again. I realized that I have many opportunities to influence people. I can develop my team, develop people that I work with. I can share knowledge. I can set an example of positive behaviors. I can set an example of biblical principles and integrity. So I wanted to talk a few minutes about the things that I've actually learned that I find the most valuable. Using time wisely. When I set my priorities, and I'm actually a little more organized than I used to be, any leader will tell you, and obviously we learned in this class, the importance of prioritization. Learning to delegate. That's offered me a unique opportunity for growth for myself and for the person the task is delegated to. It's a great learning opportunity for them. Relinquishing control, as hard as that has been for me in many situations, it does yield amazing results. And then accepting the limitations that God has set before me and embracing them as tightly as I do the gifts that He has given me. By acknowledging shortcomings in my education, skills, or communications, I create humility for myself and refrain from wasting my time on tasks that I'm not suited for. In earlier classes, we were asked, why do we study history? And this is something that has stuck with me. Studying history gives us a great understanding of where we've been. We learn from mistakes. We grow from my own mistakes as well as other people's. It also creates humility and combats our pride. Studying biblical history gives us an opportunity to learn from the mistakes made by others and the solutions and repentance that God has given all of us. In this course especially, but also in our leadership studies course, we talked a lot about character. Building character was kind of a foreign concept to me. I had thought that character is something you're born with. Throughout this program, I've learned it's not. You build your character and you develop it based on your foundations of honesty, integrity, effort, forgiveness. Forgiveness was something in this course that came up a couple times that really stuck with me. And I think if anyone read the forums, they'll remember that I really took ownership of some of the forgiveness that I needed to give. By acknowledging those shortfalls in my character, it's very hard to do at times, but it does give a great opportunity to learn that humility. I think I've grown in that area, and I'm sure that I have a lot of work left to do. But I set goals. Setting goals for character development is a great way to influence my own behaviors and develop a stronger character. So going forward, using my degree, well, I deal with people. I deal with people every single day. My people skills are probably the most important aspect of my job and also any future position that I'll hold. I'm going to deal with the team that I currently lead. I'm going to deal with future teams. I'm going to deal with customers and dealers and auctions and everyone else. That is a great opportunity to develop. My people skills are really my personal brand in my organization. And that's something that I wish to continue to expand upon. And each of these categories of people present a unique set of challenges. They all have a different demand on my time or on my skills, and that is also an opportunity for growth for me. Daily reflection is something that I've also learned through this program. It helps. And when I think back over the course of the day's activities and interactions and reflect on my own responses and how I dealt with people, I learn a lot, and I hope that I can actually improve those behaviors the next go around. Areas where I talked too much, where maybe I was judgmental or I exhibited a poor attitude, by identifying that, I can control that better in the future. So that leads me to the question of, am I working for the money? Why do we work? God told us to use our gifts and talents to contribute to the betterment of mankind and the world around us. I can do this by identifying opportunities in my current role and in myself to be a positive and dynamic leader. Influencing others is not always easy. It takes respect, it takes trust, and those things are earned. But I can also offer others the opportunity to develop and flourish by delegating, following my path to time management, prioritization. I will continue to define my role in God's kingdom, the world, and my organization through positivity, integrity, and humility. Sounds a little bit like a mission statement, and it kind of has become one for me. So talking about where am I going from here with this program and with this degree, I will seek appropriate opportunities within my organization to learn and grow personally and professionally. This one I love. I will seek to use the gifts that I have, not the gifts I wish I had. I will continue to alter my definition of success. Before starting this program 2.5 years ago, it really was based on the size of the paycheck. Not anymore. Good luck, everybody. Thanks a lot.